Houdini on 89.1 WPHS in the city of Warren. Right now it's 9 o'clock. We're looking at another hour of the best rap. So keep it tuned to 89.1 WPHS. Give me a call at 751 FM 89. We're going to keep it going with Run DMC Rockbox.
This is Zaniac Joe Pellerito
and Danny
for you. E-Z-S-P-E-Z-S-P. It's the Eric Zane Show podcast. Give me an E.
E.
Give me a Z.
Z.
Give me a S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
What's that spell?
Espa.
What's that spell?
Espa.
All right, listen. It's the Eric Zane Show podcast show. Yeah, that's what it is. Please welcome Mr. Eric Zane.
Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! Hello, everyone. Welcome to my friends. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Monday through Friday. And I think this is the 662nd time that I have done this show. Wow! It's ridiculous. If it ended today, it'd be an overwhelming success. But it's not going to end today because everything is absolutely fantastic. Couldn't be better. Thank you for being part of this show. Several ways to enjoy the show. I'm one step closer to moving everything over to Twitch. Jesus. Just reading a message that's throwing me off. Hold on. I gotta. Asshole. Stop. It's just weird. Sarah Rook Roosh. She writes, does WPHS mean, I don't like to say it, wet pussy hot sluts? You disgusting animal. What are you doing? What the fuck? No, it doesn't. It means Warren Public High School, you sick bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? What kind of animal are you? Jesus. Wet pussy hot sluts? I hate saying that. I think that word, I have been trained. That word is a horrible word. Yeah, we're here on Wet Pussy Hot Sluts. Welcome. Here's Houdini or here's Run DMC, you fucking idiot. Diana hates that word, and she's trained me to hate that word. Don't say that. That's horrible. Don't use that type of language, you idiot. Yeah, okay, I won't. Some of you like that word. Some of you ladies even like that word. Oh, my God. Jason, I don't know if you want to weigh in. Well, anyway. You can get the show, of course, wherever you download audio podcasts, search Eric Zane Show, or just click on my website, ericzaneshow.com. It's all right there. Daily, you can watch it live, as it happens, live. YouTube, brought to you by My Policy Shop Insurance. Search Eric Zane Show on YouTube. Bell notification, thumbs up. Twitter, Periscope video brought to you by Blue Frost IT, at Eric Zane Show on Twitter. That's where we do it live, and then the replay also shows up. We are in the process of changing that. I am not on Facebook right now. I am sitting out a 30-day suspension. Andrea says, the dirtier the talk, the better. Yeah, that does not work its way into our playbook here at the Eric Zane Show podcast household. A lot of the audience says, yeah, there's an appropriate time and place for that type of language. It's when it's going down in the bedroom. Not mine. Shh! Shut up! Shut up! No talking. Okay. It's just weird. It always pops into my head. Your daughter listens to this. Stop it. Don't talk about it. So I was just yesterday, I snowplowed the money. You're like, wait, what? The Twitch stream, there is an initial investment. I know it sounds like I'm giving my money to some Nigerian prince, but that is not the case. Building the page requires some technical expertise from a guy named Sean. I do not have that expertise. Don from Amazon does not have the technical expertise. He contracts Sean, who builds my platform. The show, when it appears live on Twitch, you who enjoy the show live now on YouTube, Twitter, and sometimes Facebook, you'll just click on the Twitch icon when you start watching the show. That's all you do. I want to make sure that everybody understands that when you watch the show, anybody can watch it free. Just click on it and watch it. But because there's a couple more hands in this to make it a better platform, they will slap an ad on you in the middle of the live stream. They don't care where, they don't care when. I could be in the process of telling you that I just won the lottery, and it's going to hit at a random time. Be prepared for that. You better wrap your mind around it now. I'm telling you ahead of time so that there's no complaints. None. All right. So a little bit of a different ballgame. However, many of you already have Amazon Prime. If that's the case, you sign up with your Amazon Prime, and then you're good to go. No worries whatsoever. You don't have Amazon Prime, you don't want to sit through the ad. I think you pay a few bucks, and then it's ad-free. Okay? That's how it works. I haven't toyed with it yet as to how it works, but I'm told there are all sorts of different interesting things that make this a better platform, and it will allow me to not be shut down like by fucking Facebook. So that is a good thing. So I will keep you informed. From what I'm understanding, the page... Sorry, I'm just getting distracted already. The page is going to be at twitch.tv/Eric Zane. Let me see if there's even anything there yet. I have 5 followers already. How the hell is that it? How is that even possible? It's the first time I've even mentioned this. Twitch.Eric Zane. I'm sorry. I already screwed this up. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane. And then you hit the follow button, I think. Watch. I'll probably say, oh, you got to unfollow it now. We're restarting. But there is a channel. We are in business to some degree. So that's exciting. I feel good about that. This is what it looks like. Eric Zane is offline, obviously. Turn on. Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. I'm excited. All right. So that's what's happening right now. That started with me doing the it's WPHS. And when I would do those shows on the radio back in 1986, 87, 88, what I'm wearing right now, the Adidas Zip Up, is what I was wearing then. My attire has not changed, apparently, in that many years. I hope you guys don't mind the cheesy graphics to start the stupid show. They are so horrible. Look at these stupid graphics when you pay attention to them when the show starts. It's like the people that work here on Restream, the platform that is being used right now. It's like they said, let's make something look as shitty and hokey as possible so that these assholes will use it. My God. I like throwing them in there from time to time. Hear Me Rabbit says, I've never messed with Twitch before. I always thought it was for people who stream video games. You are correct. But then, not long ago, a couple years ago maybe, Amazon purchased them and said, leave that be. That's great. Let's keep building that. But at the same time, I want to get shows on. I want to get streaming content that is on Twitch. Get me shows. So that is what's going on there. Adnan says Amazon Prime Music app. No idea. No clue. I have that's as much information as I can get you. Jason says a baggy Adidas tracksuit with a tight spot front and center. You are a sick asshole. Red Wave. Where's the Labatt's beer sign? Is that Mark B? Is Red Wave really Mark B? Wouldn't surprise me. The Labatt's beer sign is still, I think I threw it in a dumpster because I broke it. That was the sign that I had behind me when I did just the video podcast here at the household after I got fired back in 2016. That's the one I almost destroyed on the podcast. Almost knocked it over. But it ended up breaking. Very, very fragile. What is that, like a fluorescent thing? I busted the damn thing. I'm sorry. Red Wave. Are you Mark? Can you give me a little something here? Kyler's in here. It looks like he's asking for it. What is he even talking about? He writes, which seems kind of insulting. The Duchess of New Jersey says, well, this is interesting. I leave for 2 minutes and it's all pussy talk. Kenny says Diana's rules. The first rule of Pooh Bear is we don't talk about pussy. The second rule is we do not talk about pussy. She does not like that word, and I try to follow the rules. I don't want to get in trouble. A lot of these women, though, are all about that. Amanda says no talking during sex. What the fuck? Hey, you're gonna have to address it with her. I am not in charge. I don't want to speak for her. I don't want to speak on her behalf. You want me to ask her right now? Would that make you happy? Andrea's the same way. She likes that type of aggressive, nasty talk. That is not in the playbook. Pooh Bear is in a horrible mood today. I'm not going to give you the reason why. Oh, come on now. What's going on? She just left. She must be on the phone. Okay.
Hello?
Pooh Bear, hi. It's your husband.
Hi.
Have you left the house yet?
No, I don't have to leave for a little bit because I don't have to be to Fan Lake until like 9:50.
Well, now, I have not addressed anything, and I'm not going to because that would make you unhappy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but Pooh Bear woke up with the blues today, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did your husband do a good job of trying to get rid of the blues for you?
You did.
Yeah. Your husband has to be sympathetic to what's on your mind, right?
You don't like it when I'm upset.
I do not like it when you're upset. And my goal was the only thing I was concerned with you was you being what?
Happy.
Correct. So as long as Pooh Bear is happy, the world is good. So we're going to make Pooh Bear happy, right?
Yeah, we're going to work on it. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
We're going to work on it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, but just for clarity, did I do anything wrong?
No.
This has nothing to do with your husband.
It has nothing to do with you. No.
Okay, this is good. I wanted everybody to be aware of that because I didn't want them to think that I caused you some type of trouble, you know?
Stress.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
By the way, people are asking about your diet. You feel pretty good about your what do we call this diet? Magic snack diet?
Yeah, you can call it that. Yeah, I'm down 2 pounds in less than 3 days.
So basically, you just eat a bunch of snacks, and then you have a couple of other things that they send. Well, they actually send you all the food, right?
Yeah.
Now,
And then you make your own. You make one of your meals. Like I make it for my lunch, so it has to be like a protein source, like a chicken or salmon or fish, and then and vegetables. Three servings of vegetables.
now, forgive me, but would it be the same thing if you just went to Costco and bought a box of granola bars and ate those?
No.
Why?
Because it's got different ingredients and no artificial stuff, and it's got certain stuff to help you get into like a fat burn mode. It's hard to explain.
Like
I'm
magic.
not going to explain it to you on the.
No.
No. You have to read up on it.
I don't know. I don't have the knowledge. Right? You have the knowledge.
Yeah. And you can read it. You can read my big book about it if you want.
Okay. Now, are you? Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you gardening or anything right now?
No, I'm not gardening. I'm not even outside. I'm standing right here.
It's a very loud noise in the background. Everybody notices it. It's always the case. It's always very loud when I call you.
Well, I try to multitask sometimes when you're talking to me.
So
I was just putting a bag of chips away into the cupboard that you had out.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. That's what that crinkling noise was. So I said that because I didn't want people to think that I was eating the chips because I can't eat them.
No, you're eating snack diet or whatever it is. Okay, so horrible thing happened on the start of the show. I played a clip from when I was 16 years old and on the radio on WPHS.
That's your high school station?
Yeah, it was my high school station. And Sarah Rook-Ruck-Roosh, this is what she said. She suggested that WPHS, listen to how, it's such a horrible, bold thing to say. She said WPHS stood for, I know you hate this, but it's wet pussy hot sex.
What?
That's what her joke was. That WPHS stood for wet pussy hot sex.
Wow.
Okay. So then that led us to the discussion about Diana Pooh Bear does not like that word, correct?
No.
Okay. So that is not in the game plan at all. And then I'm fine with that because again, all I want is Pooh Bear happy. And if Pooh Bear is unhappy, I try to stay away from that word because every time I have said it, you look at me like I'm an animal.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then these women who are enjoying the show live, specifically Amanda and Andrea, have volunteered that they are super aggressive with their language in the bedroom. And so they think you're crazy about that. They think, oh my God, that is. Are you kidding? This is. She should no talking in the bedroom because I'm always like, Jesus. She's always telling me to shut up.
Well, you have a conversation about the weather. You don't have
Yeah, but anytime I start to hey, yeah, you like that? You're like, oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. All right. I just want to let you know that some of these women are like, and
okay, I'll have to think about that.
Nah, don't. I like it just the way it is. It's okay. Fine. And by the way, Stevie says she is not involved in this group of these women. I think it's only 2 right now that have stepped up and said, "Oh yeah, talk to me like a whore."
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's
if you want that, you go get a hooker or something.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. Sarah says, "What's an appropriate word?" Then I don't think there's any words, Sarah. I don't think there's any talking whatsoever. It's just it's like we're both deaf mutes.
Okay, gotta go now.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Megan says she is with Stevie, and what did she say? Where did it go? I just saw it. I had it and I lost it. I think she is. I'm with Stevie and Diana. Oh yeah. Well, of course. And I don't have a problem with that. To me, it would be unnerving to have some super aggressive style, I mean, come on. I don't know. It's all weird. The whole thing is screwed up. However, this has led me into my first thing that I really want to dive into perfectly. Because where Megan says, I'm with Stevie and Diana, there's a little bit of weird contradiction here. Because where she wouldn't want that to happen in the privacy of the bedroom, she appears willing to broach the topic with elementary school-age children. I did not expect this to happen. Wow. Let me divulge what I'm talking about. Yesterday, part of my the back half of my day was a couple of limo trips, fairly simple. A last-minute arrangement was made for Megan's beloved son's birthday. Your old pal Eric shows up. There's Megan and Brian. We're at this local school. We've got, I think, 6 11-year-old boys in that age range. Also 2 young ladies. One is Megan's daughter, who, of course, goes along too. And she brings a friend, so she doesn't feel left out. And then Brian and Megan. That's it. This is a piece of cake. Couple hours. You drive around. You go see Nana and Papa over at Irvine's Auto Repair. And Megan is like, I don't know what we're going to do. Can we have Slurpees in here? I go, yeah, you can get whatever you want. I go, people puke in this thing. Are you kidding me? This thing gets barfed in occasionally. It does happen. Of course you can. Yes. I mean, people drink that's all they do is drink and barf. Drink, barf. That does happen. Hopefully, and then we have experts that make sure it is 1,000,000% clean. But that's not going to happen. So she's all being all mommy. She's like, I don't know. Someone might spill. Like, just come on. We go to the place. Every kid gets this massive slushy. Every kid's tongue is green and blue and red. And these kids are having a ball. They walk out of the school. They're like, what? Are you kidding me? This is incredible. One kid comes up and goes, are you the butler? I go, kind of. I'm the chauffeur. I am taking you wherever you want to go. Happy birthday. Get in. Let's have a party. We go over to the Slurpee store, the slushy store, his place right by. Every kid's got a massive slushy, a pile in the car. Off we go. We go see Nana and Papa over at Irvine's. Oh, this is great. All right, let's head back onto the road. So we head out. And they're like, all right, wait. Hey, we want McDonald's. No, we want pizza. No, we want fried chicken. No, we want Taco Bell. Let's do it all. Yeah. Can this thing go through a drive-thru? Of course it can go through a drive-thru. What are we going to do? So then they decide pizza. 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 And Megan, she's all over it. She's on the app. Boom. She orders a couple of pizzas from Pizza Hut. I know right where to go. We get there. Brian flies out of there, goes and gets the pizza. Now these kids are killing the pizza. Oh, my God. So it's great. At one point, though, I'm there driving, and I had to mess with the GPS, so I'm typing in something like in the search field at a light. And then I feel like I'm being watched. And one of the boys, I don't know who it was. It might have been Megan's son. He went full narc on me. And the whole, as soon as they said, I'm like, snitches get stitches, kid. Are you serious? I hear, our driver is texting and driving. And I'm like, you fucking narc, what are you doing? God. I go, thanks. So felt bad about that, but no big deal. Everything was fine. But the thing that stands out to me was, I think Megan did this. The whole thing, it wasn't for for a birthday celebration. It was for the moment that happened next. We started out, driving, and Megan's in charge of the music, and I hear Baby Shark do 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 do, and I'm like, yes, okay, this is great, this is perfect, this is exactly what it should be, and the kids are loving it. And there's a couple other songs, and then she goes, okay, what do you want to listen to now? And a kid throws out a song, and another kid throws out a song, and good, and then one kid tries to sneak one 5-hole and makes a song suggestion, and I don't think Megan was familiar with it. And it was one of those mumble rap songs, one of those horrible bits of music, which it's disgusting that is the type of music that people find to be worthy of their time. At least the rap music that I had listened to, it was way different. It's like the rap I listened to was like classic rap, if there's such a thing. So then in the mumble rap song, I'm like, there is no way we make it to this song without some serious language issues. And sure enough, there were, and I look in the rearview mirror, and the kids are like, oh boy, let's see if Miss Megan notices, I'm not sure she did. She might have just pretended she didn't hear it. Then a little bit more blatant, and then finally she goes, okay, enough. Like, oh, thank God. Thank the good Lord that I have a parent here with sense who, because this is a real concern of mine. I mean, could be incredibly awkward. And then I'm trying to remember where my brain was and where we were in the 2 hours, but I remember it all as like a flash of terror. Megan actually says, hey, everybody, have you heard of the song WAP? Now, some of these kids' brains put the brakes on. Like in their heads, they hear, stop. And the filter engages, and the kids have enough sense to not answer. Some do answer. The filter is not, the brakes don't quite engage. And the answers that actually fly out of those kids' mouths sound like, yeah. So, yes, they've heard of it. The tone suggests they can't believe they're being asked it. What the fuck? And I'm in the front seat, and she only asked the kids this to fry my brain. And immediately the wires touch, and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. And I look in the rearview mirror, and she's got this slide grin on her face. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, you sick bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you? How could you possibly do this to me? Oh, my God. You animal. Megan indicates they all knew it, minus the 8-year-old. She would know. She was back there. I could only hear. Oh, my God. What a horrific moment for everyone. And then Brian Brian is already, I can tell. I mean, these are relatively young people. They're in their mid-30s, okay? These aren't old veterans like me. These are young parents. I'm just like, and he's already, you can just sense it. You don't hear a word from him. Not a peep. It's not, honey, oh no, it's just because he knows that she's going to kick his ass if he gets in the way. She's got her own mind. Don't fuck with her in any way, shape, or form. She's going to do this, and that's it. Ah, incredible. The story is not done. She's such a devious soul that she lets me wince my way through that. And then, time passes. We might have thrown in a Baby Shark or What the Fox Says, or I actually heard the Barney theme at some point during the, adventure. A version of Happy Birthday was played for the 11-year-old. And then you guessed it. She did it. She went and she did exactly what I thought would not happen. She did it. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. She played the opening, the beginning of it. That song, that moment of the song is as recognizable as Stairway to Heaven and Freebird and anything at all. She did it. And think about that. That recognition, that instant awareness of what is about to happen has never really been played on the radio. You are dealing with lightning in a bottle, lightning in a large barrel. If Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion can get no airplay virtually, and it's the most recognizable song on the planet. Megan says it was the edited version. None of them sang it. They are smarter than I thought. It may have been edited where the word, because they go, there's some holes in this house. The hose was probably not there. I'm guessing that's true. But it doesn't matter because in my brain it's there, and these kids know what's coming. Now, I want you all to go back in time to when you were 11. None of us had anything like that happen to us. We are in a weird place culturally where sick, twisted, demented, blonde moms are exposing people to this sort of torture. Ah, you animal. Oh my God. Now, I will say this. The song is so damn catchy that though it makes me blush, it is an incredible, incredible effort. I think it's a great, great song. It's fiendish, that fucking song. Holy shit. Then she also busted out, what's her name? Izzo. Not Izzo. Lizzo. Izzo is the basketball coach. Lizzo, which I like that song too. What is it? What the fuck is it called? Truth Hurts? Why man great when they gotta be great? And then something about she weighs more than the Minnesota Vikings is one of the lines of the song. I weigh more than the Minnesota Vikings. Or something like that. I love that song. I don't know. How does she work Minnesota Vikings into that song? Truth Hurts lyrics. Why men great till they gotta be great. By the way, that's a great line. That's a great lyric. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. And so she starts rolling that. Now, this is what she just wanted to hear that song, so she figured she would warm the kids up with there's some in this house, there's some in this house, and then she busts out Lizzo. Yeah, I got boy problems. That's a human in me. Bling, bling. Then I saw him. That's a goddess in me. You could have had a bad bitch, non-committal. Help you with your career just a little. Great lyrics. You're supposed to hold me down, but you're holding me back, and that's the sound of me not calling you back. Oh, this is great. This is fucking awesome. Why men great till they got to be great? Don't text me. Tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press. Get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb lighting. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. Who did she, was it Kirk Cousins? Can you imagine if somebody hacked Lizzo's phone and she's sitting on Kirk Cousins' face? That would be incredible. No, I love that song. She's great. That's fantastic. I loved her in that movie, Precious. Okay, come on now. Don't get butthurt. And Megan says they all knew the words to that one, too. My God. I don't think I ever heard that word till I was I don't think I ever heard it till I was 18. Sick fuck Dean says, asshole of the day, Megan is a good way. In a good way, do you mean? Bobby says this needs to be your next karaoke. Not a bad idea. I think she's great. I like Lizzo. I like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I think she busted out some Megan Thee Stallion, too. Isn't that true, Megan? Did you bust out Megan Thee Stallion? We had all sorts of nonsense in that we packed so much into this 2-hour fucking limo trip. Well, congratulations. If I wish I had my coffee mug here that says, careful, I'll talk about you on my next podcast. Here Be Rabbit says, I hate even thinking about that type of music. It does not exist in my world. How? It's so catchy. It's fantastic. I actually would seek that out. I really have a struggle listening to WAP. Other Cardi B songs I think are great. But I know I kind of really like all of those artists. I think they're very talented. And no, I'm all about it. It's kind of something I've grown to liking. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. Freaking amazing. All right. I want to read to you I want to talk a little radio for you. First of all, I'll be on the radio today at 10 a.m. filling in for Allie again, 10 till 2 on Big 101.3. Yes, I am back on the radio. And this is an oldies station. Used to be a classic rock station. Nobody listened to it. This is the one that had Rover in the morning. And seriously, complete dog. Very, very, I think it's a massive signal in terms of how far it goes, but nobody listened to it. So they said, fuck this shit. This rock music thing is not working. Rover is not working. Let's put oldies on. So, that happens, and then a little bit of time passes. It was on a year, and then I heard from them. They go, "Hey, do you want a voice track?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'd like to do that." They go, "Yeah, it might be an opportunity down the road. Maybe something can develop from this." I go, "Maybe. This doesn't take a whole lot. I can do it right here. I sit right here on this microphone, and I do my little air shift, typically on the weekend." 6 p.m. to midnight, I think. And then Allie Mack, who's on middays, she's gone this week. So I fill in. Now, it's a little different. You got to understand. If I go on the air there and I don't announce, I'm going to sound like an asshole. You can't talk out of the Archies, sugar, sugar, and say, that's the Archies, sugar, sugar, and coming up, we're going to do the Rascals. Here's Louie Louie by the Kingsmen on Big 101.3, the fun hits you know. It's just, you got to know where you are here. That you got to understand the format. So I dress it up a little bit. I don't talk much. I just kind of keep things going, and I have a certain energy when I do it. You have to. Bill, who I know from way back, on the old Z93 days. Hey, Eric, I'm in Grand Rapids right now. I've been listening to your voice tracks on Big 101.3 that you finally admitted to doing. Question. Are they asking you to be a puker on the air or what? It sounds like what you're doing. Now, hold on a minute here. A puker, yes, technically is any voice that is different than your speaking voice. That's a puker. But there's different levels of puke. The worst level of puke is like football announcer Beth Mowins. Hey, you hear that? All that? That's pukey. So I'm not doing that. I'm Big 101.3, the fun hits you know. The Kingsman with Louie on Big 101.3. I'm speaking very clearly. My energy is high. It better be. And that's how you do it. I mean, let's be honest here. Music on the radio is kind of in a tough spot. You have to somehow make it different. Don't be a liability. Don't be a liability when you're talking on the radio, when the point of it is for people to listen. Okay? And nowadays, oh my God, the average consumer has so many more options that I don't want to do. You don't want to have your announcer on the air there giving people any reason to tune away. They don't want to hear your nutty anecdote. They don't want to hear you talk for any more than 15 seconds. Shut the fuck up and get it going. Keep the energy up. Get to the next damn song. You're almost like hosting the stars of the radio station, which is the music. So that's the point, Bill. So I hate the fact that he calls me a puke. The fuck? I wrote, oldie style, I guess. Then I wrote, I got to have some energy. You got to have some energy when you're ramping sugar by the fucking Archies. Fuck me. He writes, ever consider doing full-time voice track for other stations? Hell, Z93 is voice tracked middays and afternoons. You could easily track evenings. Then he writes, funniest thing is you never ID yourself. Well, I do now. As soon as that was part of my gag. Hey, there's a robot stealing my voice. So I absolutely have this week identified myself. I don't want to do it every time, though, Maybe I should. Who knows? Yeah, and you can't just go, hey, I'm going to voice track your radio station. It doesn't work that way. And besides, Z93 is a Cumulus radio station. And I work for iHeart. However, like I talked about yesterday, I mean, if they like what they hear me say, hey, the Louie by the Kingsmen on Big 101.3. Here's Dusty Springfield, son of a preacher man. If they like that, all I have to do here, it's really fantastic, is click one thing on this computer once they give me a permission, and they throw me on another radio station. And again, this doesn't pay you. Okay, it's quite literally the amount of time it takes you to do it. That's what they pay. They pay you an hourly rate. It is. They are saving a tremendous amount of money. And, they have kind of taken the talent that exists and said, all right, take it or leave it. Either do it or don't. If you don't, someone else will do it. So I'm like, fuck it. If I just have to sit here at home, click a couple of buttons, hear the last 3 seconds of Son of a Preacher Man or Papa Was a Rolling Stone by the Temptations, which is a great song, and then just say, Big 101.3, the fun hits more fun coming up from Steve Miller on Big 101.3, and then hit the thing and it's done. Fuck it, I'll do it. Takes me half an hour. Then Bill says the sad thing is the ratings improved on the radio station versus the Brew. It absolutely did. They've doubled their audience with that format than what they had with the Brew. The Brew was just a stinker, man. Nobody listened to that radio station. That's because they're outgunned on Big 101.3. I mean, when you are going up against the Ace and TJs of rock radio with stellar bits like Around the Room, you've got no chance. None. You're screwed. I am interested in seeing what would be like if they did put me on in mornings, just like voice tracking. If I could actually, can you imagine if 2 years from now, talking into the Archies leads to like a 10 share and they ended up like lower than me in the ratings? Free beer and hot wings. That would be so embarrassing. Would never happen, but it's just fun to think about. Oh my God. They're paying me $12 an hour to fucking beat free beer and hot wings in the morning. That'd be fantastic. Probably won't happen, though. I'm a realist. By the way, these won't see the light of day. But thank you for really making me laugh with some of your billboard ideas, Patriot Nick and Mike Pellerito. Let's put it this way. I'm never going to share these with you, at least on an open platform. I might show you this on my phone one day if I happen to see some of you in person. He might do the same. But these can never see the light of day. They are a million times too much, even for me. As reckless and aggressive as I am, what I saw yesterday was an absolute backbreaker. It actually made my butthole pucker, what you sent. Billboards being insulting to my old show. And I said, no, absolutely not. Yeah, we know. We're just kidding, Eric. I go, I don't care. I don't even care that you've this is horrible. What are you doing? So bad. Folks, it has come to my attention that I have a little bit more audio in my inbox from Dino and Friends on upstate New York radio station, Fickle 93.3. Joe Morin woke up early today and got the opening segment on Dino and Friends. And if you don't know, Dino is a local radio legend in this town. I don't know. It might be, I have no idea where it is. Somewhere in upstate New York. Very small town. Dino's new morning partner is the one and only Bethany from the Ben and Bethany segments when Ben used to do that podcast with Bethany, the Ben and Bethany show. The outrageous vocal fry and that really weirdo voice that she has captivated us all. Well, as you know, as I've talked about, she made her way somehow to this radio station, and she's on the air with this dude, Dino. And today they start, it's just a minute and a half, and it's, all right, I don't want to say anything else about it. This is what happened this morning, the opening segment on Dino and Friends.
Fickle 93.3, we play everything. Dino and Friends, Dino and Bethany. What a yucky day.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it for the first day of
Summer,
fall.
yeah, summer's over. Today's the
Her mic is more prominent than his. It sounds better. Dino's like back here. Oh, Fickle 93.3, Dino and Friends, Dino and Bethany. That's all I hear. He actually starts with, oh, Fickle 93.3.
Fickle 93.3, we play.
Did you hear that? Oh, Fickle 93.3.
Fickle 93.3, we play everything. Dino and Friends, Dino and Bethany.
Well, what is it? Is it Dino and Friends? Or is it Dino and Bethany? And if it's Dino and Bethany, is Bethany not a friend? Or are there other friends that's going to make it in? Or is Bethany just a temporary friend and there'll be another friend? Well, what the fuck is going on there, Dino? This is a perfect example of typical radio nonsense where people overthink it, you know? I got busted for being a puke, according to Bill, which I highly disagree. That is not a puke. if I were with a person on a show and I went, big 101.3, and then okay. But he's with a person and he's going, I will do think about this.
Pickle 93.3, we play everything. Dino and friends, Dino and Bethany. What a yucky day.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it for the first day of
Summer,
fall.
yeah, summer's over. Today's the first day of fall. The autumnal equinox is sometime this afternoon.
Which I did not know. This is actually, it was very informative to know. I had forgotten about that, and Dino took care of that.
Equinox is sometime this afternoon.
Was around
Should
2.
have looked that up, probably. 70% chance of
Dino, can I see you in the program director's office? So on your word economy, I'm a little bit not impressed. I'm a little bit. I'm struggling with your lack of preparation. You should have known that, and then you realized it, and you actually said that you should have known that. That's not good word economy, and it's showing your lack of preparedness. So might want to watch that in the future. That's what program directors do.
sometime this afternoon.
Was around 2.
Should have looked that up, probably. 70% chance of rain. So it's going to rain today, probably. 76 for the high tonight, shower. 62, and then tomorrow, 100% chance of rain.
Ugh.
The weatherman went on the limb.
She's constantly going. Making these weirdo, guttural girl laugh noises.
Saying 100%, so it's probably going to rain. 70 for the high. But by Friday, we can look forward to Friday. Today's the hump day, right?
Yeah.
Sunny and 70.
No.
Okay.
Throwing in hump day references. Come on, man.
Friday, today's the hump day, right?
Yeah.
Sunny and 70.
Okay.
We'll take that.
I can deal with that.
Take that, right? Okay, so here we are. It's
This is the point of the show when Bethany has like a script in front of her. It's like, Bethany, you're going to be the one to read what day today is. Now you might be like, well, it's hump day. You just said it. No. We've heard this before. In fact, Joe Moran, let's just do this every Wednesday, so that hell, I don't care how often you do it. No more than once a week though. But Bethany always stops down and she describes at this point of the show what day it is, and he has to set her up. She can't just jump in. He has to say, what day is it, Bethany?
September 22nd. What day is it?
Well, Dino, I'm glad you asked. It is autumn.
Very natural sounding. Oh, Dino, I'm glad you asked.
Well, Dino, I'm glad you asked. It is autumn day, which we just said.
Duh.
Dear Diary Day.
Uh-huh.
Ice Cream Cone Day.
Oh, my God.
Remote Employee Appreciation Day. And Hobbit Day, which I'm about the same size as a Hobbit.
She said Hobbit Day. Now, listen to me. How is it that there's even more than one person listening to this? It should only be Joe Moran. This is Joe Moran's morning show because there's no one else in America who's actually listening to it the second she starts talking. At least Dino has a pleasant sounding voice. I mean, she's not even doing vocal fry there. It's not going like that. She actually has a couple of condoms stuffed up her nose. That's the problem. Bethany has 2 jizz-filled used condoms that have been stuffed while she slept at a bachelorette party up her nose. And she woke up from the bachelorette party. She went, coughed out jizz and went, oh, my God. Oh, my God, there's something wrong with me. I think I'll go in the radio.
Day. And Remote Employee Appreciation Day. And
there's a Remote Employee Appreciation Day, and today is it.
Day.
Uh-huh.
Ice Cream Cone Day.
Uh-huh.
Remote Employee Appreciation Day. And Hobbit Day, which I'm about the same size as a Hobbit.
I was just going to say.
I was just going to say you've got the same size tits as Frodo Bacon's. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Hobbit Day, which I'm about the same size as a Hobbit.
I was just going to say.
That's right. Let's see your cock, Bethany.
I didn't go there. Ice Cream Cone Day on the first day of fall?
Yeah.
This is confusing. Maybe you could break it down for us, Bethany.
You want to summer a little bit longer, so we're celebrating with ice cream.
Oh, that's right. So anyway, back to your Hobbit dick.
Cone Day. Hopefully there's some ice cream in there.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on this weekend. We'll tell you about it.
Bethany, I hate my life since you're here.
Plus things you need to know coming up. Pickle 93.
Oh, my God. What an abortion. Holy fuck. It's Hobbit Day today. That's rough. That is bad. Oh, my God. Thank you, Joe. And thank God that they only go on for like a minute and a half. Jason says the pronunciation of the word dang is excruciating. Her bedroom voice must be crazy. Yeah. Chris K says, how is that voice on the radio? That's a great question. Whew. Is this Eric's version of Jocktober? Kind of. All right. And I like it in the dose that it's in. Give me a minute and a half, because every time we've done it, it's been 90 seconds. I can guarantee you there's some bigwig saying, all right, now. All right, now, Dino, you're going to have to keep it 90 seconds long. All right, I shall. I'll just ask Bethany what the days are. And then we're going to try to break down how much stuffed jizz-filled condoms she's got in her nasal cavity. Dear Meathead happens in a minute, and I didn't impress upon you the importance of sending questions. So I have one. I have one that I got yesterday. So guess what? Fire them off right now. Eric at ericzaneshow.com for Dear Meathead. If you can. Put on your creative caps, your thinking caps, and send something along. Otherwise, we're just going to be staring at each other through the phone. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Thanks to the people in the last few days who have signed up on Patreon. I've had a number of them who have taken the challenge to, basically try to get more content during the day. If you listen to this show, you're like, oh, shit, man, I still got plenty of time in the day and I have nothing to listen to. Try out the Patreon. I promise you'll love it. If not, no big deal. You're out $5. But there you go. Try it out for $5 a month. That's just the audio podcast. You can also do, if you're really into it, the audio, the video, and the live streams. Part of the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast virtual audience. That's $10 a month. I suggest just trying it for $5. You can always upgrade it if you want, but just see if you like it. I don't want you to spend money that you don't need to spend, but you do at some point have to try. If you're thinking about it. So then what you do is you throw $5 at it. If it sucks, cancel it. No big deal. You tried. You'll get the rest of that month. But if you like it, let it ride each month or convert it to a yearly, and I will save you 10% of the cost. So a $60 yearly subscription is $54 on Patreon for audio only. $120 would be $108 with the 10% savings. 15 hours of content, daily bonus podcast. Daily bonus. That's every day I get done with this one, and then I do a second podcast for 30 or 40 minutes with no commercials. It is funded by your dollars. It's just you and me, a little bit more personal. I get more pissed off at these assholes on the live stream who love fucking with me. And all right, so there's that. Not to mention the Lost Zane recordings from my old days on the radio on BBL. Lots of fun with that. Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia, which today Ian takes on Dale at about 10:30 my time, unless somebody doesn't wake up, Dale. The Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, the Insane Asylum. Those are all in there. All right? Patreon.com/Eric Zane, the open and the live stream. Brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Naughty Megan. Jesus. That was horrible. 616-532-6600. Call up Irvine's and say, Megan needs a timeout. Her behavior in the limousine was terrible. My gosh. If you need a place, and you probably do or will need a place to fix your vehicle, Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV is a place I'm asking you to go. You could go anywhere. I realize that, especially to a place probably near where you are. I'm asking you to take the extra trip And it isn't just for me. It's the fact that your vehicle is being repaired by the absolute best in the business. For any issues at all or scheduled maintenance, take your vehicle to Irvine's. ERVINES.com in West Michigan along 44th Street, just east of US 131. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage can get you a mortgage for anybody, anywhere in the listening audience, 4 exceptions: South Carolina, Maine, Hawaii, and Alaska. Otherwise, call upon Mario. Now, I'm not telling you to hire him sight unseen. That'd be insane. But just talk to him and pick his brain. 231-332-6505. See if he passes your sniff test, and he can win your business. Looking to schedule another paintball war. That would be Paintball War 16 with Rick from TC Paintball. Wednesdays are Little League Day at 5 p.m. Don't drive around in limousines. Don't drive around in limousines. Where was I going with that? Oh, don't take your kids out for a limousine ride and play nasty songs. Take them to TC Paintball. Sorry, I got distracted. I got a text message. Sorry. There's stupid stuff going on behind the scenes. The hell is wrong with me? TCPaintballGR.com. 5 o'clock today, the Little League starts. Gather up the troops. Go. You got the low-impact paintball guns, so they don't hurt at all. Use the high-octane guns. That's going to hurt like fuck. Damn it. Leave a nice, nasty welt. Get all welted up. TCPaintballGR.com. Again, I need questions for Dad. Bring in Dad. Dear Meathead, brought to you by JM Synthetics. You little league guy.
Good morning, son.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
Okay. Hey,
yeah?
Hold on a minute. I got to have this phone turn up a little louder, okay?
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all, Dad.
Okay, you all right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
There you go. How's it going? I'm doing well, honey.
Fantastic, Dad. We've got a little secret we're sharing. We're going to get together on Saturday for a very special event.
Oh, really?
Wait a minute.
What's the secret? It won't be a secret anymore, huh?
Well, I'm not going to say exactly. I was just you and I and Joanne and the whole gang are driving off to a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. You knew that, but you made it sound like it was news.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I knew that.
So I'm excited to see you, Dad. You and Joanne and the whole gang on Saturday.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That's going to be great. And then I'm spending the night in your driveway, Dad.
Yeah. I'll figure that.
Okay. And then we can have breakfast on Sunday morning.
Yes.
I will.
Holy cow.
Hey, do you like pancakes?
Of course.
Okay. Let me make you breakfast. Like you actually come into the motorhome and I will make you breakfast.
Oh, my God. That'll be fun.
It will. It'd be like we're camping in your driveway, Dad.
Wow. That is awesome.
Is there any chance we're going to see Zach the Egyptian?
Zach the Egyptian?
Yeah, your neighbor behind you.
I don't know. Not for breakfast you won't see him.
Well, you should invite the Egyptian over. He's great.
Oh, my gosh. What time would that be like?
8 a.m., I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. The poor guy don't sleep all night to begin with.
Yeah, how's he doing? He got hurt, didn't he?
Well, he's been hurt for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
He had several back surgeries
I know.
and all that.
What happened to him? Didn't he fall off a roof or something?
No. He, I don't know. Something about his job. Now, he was a auto mechanic.
Yeah, okay. That's right.
He owned his own shop.
Yep.
So I don't know what happened. We never discussed that.
Yeah, you don't want to ask too many questions,
No.
Make the guy feel bad.
But he's got a damaged back. He can hardly walk sometimes.
Okay, I'm bringing 2 dogs, but I'm not bringing O'Neill.
Oh.
No.
How come?
Well, you see, these other 2 dogs, they don't do well when they have to have someone watch them. So I'm bringing Daisy the bulldog and Benny the one-eyed dog.
What?
Yeah. But you will love them, especially Benny. Benny is fantastic.
O'Neill is my pal.
I know it. But you see, O'Neill, he does terrific when we I don't want to bring 4 dogs with me. That would be too much.
Yeah,
Well,
it would.
Some people would say 1 dog is too much.
Yeah.
But, well, anyway.
Yeah, well, hey, whatever, honey. You're the one in charge, so.
Okay, Dad, listen up. I've got a lot of people who reached out. And by the way, before I get ahead of myself, Joanne, that thing that you ordered arrived at the house.
You did?
Yes, I have it. I'll bring it with me.
Oh, it went to your house?
Yeah, I had to do that. So I will bring it with me.
Okay, and is it the right size?
It is. It is the right size.
Okay. And don't forget it or I'll have to beat you up.
No, ma'am. I will not forget it.
Okay.
We're being coy because it's for a surprise party for a friend. So.
And you're supposed to bring chairs and you're supposed to write on a piece of paper that can be folded something funny about.
Yep. I actually spoke with Shannon about that. Okay.
Man, you got a lot of stuff in your hands to take care of.
So busy, Dad. All right. Justin wrote this. Dear Meathead, I was at my doctor's office and there were 2 women talking near me in the waiting area. I overheard them say something I'd never heard before. I was hoping maybe you could know what this word means. Maybe you and Joanne. Apparently the woman was having trouble with her fupa. He says, I heard say she was tired of her fupa and she needed to start working out again. Do you know what a fupa, F-U-P-A, is?
The fupa is a butt.
The fupa is the butt.
Isn't it?
I don't know. Joanne, have you heard of a fupa?
Joanne, what's a pupa?
A fupa.
Fupa?
Was it
F. Fupa? I don't know what a fupa is.
I don't either. She made up some name.
She might have made up a word, is what you're suggesting.
Yes.
I would think it's definitely their butt.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, maybe she was saying, I'm not happy with my rear. And she's calling it her fupa?
Well, I don't know what language that is. Fupa must be Russian or something.
Yeah, perhaps that is another language.
Hey, how's your fupa?
Yeah. Why don't you say that to people?
Yeah. Hey, guy, you put a fupa. Is that fupa with the F?
Yeah, F-U-P-A, fupa.
Yeah. How's your fupa this morning?
Uh-huh.
You know.
Okay. All right. Maybe if we see the Egyptian, you can talk to him about his, or say it to the Egyptian's wife. Say, hey, that's a nice looking fupa.
Oh my God, no way! And all of a sudden he hugs me and kisses me and all that jazz. Forget it. I'm not volunteering for that.
I don't know if he's gonna kiss you. All right. Okay. Megan writes this. Hi, Meathead. How do you feel about cussing horribly in front of 11-year-old and 8-year-old children?
Did you say coughing?
No, swearing or cussing.
Oh. No, that's just not a cool thing at all.
You don't like it in front of me?
I don't like it. No way. I do not like that one bit, no matter where or how. In fact, we have somebody, a neighbor in here, which I don't really know them.
Yeah.
It's a woman that is living in his house.
Yeah.
Which is his father-in-law's house.
Okay.
Yesterday, they were having a hell of a fight. The woman is all by herself.
Yeah.
And the language is atrocious.
Yeah.
She used every cuss word she could.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. A woman, I mean, she's a young girl.
Yeah. Probably like 35, in her mid-30s.
No. I would say
like
mid-20s.
Oh, even worse. Okay.
20, 25.
So
and there's a little child involved in there.
Yeah, that's that. If someone is willing to subject a child to that,
it's to me, an adult using foul language is definitely
I agree with you.
Stupid.
That's probably a rubbish woman who would trash
Absolutely.
person.
The language was, believe you me, I have not even used those words in my life.
That's a horrible, horrible thing, and whoever does that should be just ashamed of themselves.
Definitely. Should even just quit associating with them.
Dad, Trevor writes, Dear Meathead, did Eric ever divulge how he smashed your prize silver van as a teenager and then lied and said that you did it during a long day of drinking?
Wait a minute. Would you repeat that from beginning?
Trevor says, has Eric ever told you about when he smashed your van and then lied and said you did it during a long day of drinking?
Yeah.
I had
up north.
Yes, I had told that story, and he wanted to know if I ever told you the truth about that.
I don't think at that time you didn't.
No, it was years.
But later on you did.
Like decades later, I said it was me.
Yeah. And, of course, nothing ever happened really serious.
Right.
If he had told you when he did it.
At the time that you did it, I don't know what I would have done. But I would not be happy, definitely.
No, I mean, kids lie. That's what kids do. They're supposed to lie. Everybody knows that.
Yes. You know why they lie? They have the fear of getting caught at it.
Correct. They're afraid what will happen.
And they think there's a punishment,
Right. So.
And of course, there should be concern about it, but I don't think any child should have a fear of the parents.
Right. I don't know. I think that they should have. I think that there should be some fear. I think that. I don't know. I think it's.
Some fear is all right, but hey, parents go way out of their way to punish kids.
I remember when Jim was growing up, when I said to him, I go, and I made it very clear. I go, look. If you lie, it is going to be worse. If you just tell me the truth, there will be no problem. And
tell the truth with the word.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry, Dad.
And it's almost like what I said is different than what he heard, because for the next 10 years, he never told me the truth once.
I don't know. I really forgot about your childhood.
Oh, yeah.
How you guys handled each other. But I do know one thing, that you really were going to mess him up one time.
Oh, yeah. Every son, I think when it comes to my parenting, there is very little, either Jacqueline never got caught or Madison never got caught, or they never lied or did anything that was funny business. Jim lied, did the funny business, wasn't good at it, got caught. It seems like everywhere I turned. And then finally, I just quit asking questions. I figured I don't even want to ask him how he's doing because he'd tell me a lie. It's remarkable how incredibly gifted he was at not telling the truth.
I know, but I really loved your growing up years. I really did.
I'm talking about Jim. Jim, my son.
I know what you're going.
Yeah. So, hey, I've got news, and I don't think I've shared this with you, but Jim and Aubrey are going to get married.
Wow! Really?
Yeah, they have decided. They've been together for 10 years. They have 2 children. They've lived together for years, and so they said, let's go and make this official. So it's going to be a very small thing. But they are going to get married.
Wow. That's good news.
Yeah. So, I mean, Jim is 26. I believe Aubrey is 28. She might even be approaching 28 or 29. It's just.
Definitely. They're married years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so I gave them a lot of credit because typically when young people have children, that's pretty tricky business, and a lot of times it doesn't work out, but they've stuck together.
That's awesome. Mike, congratulations.
All right, Dad. Bobby writes this. She has a question about the COVID vaccine. Apparently, it's getting close to where children 5 to 11 will be able to get the vaccine.
Correct.
Now, her husband says, no, I don't want those kids vaccinated. And she wants to get them vaccinated without telling her husband. What do you think about that?
No, I don't think she should keep it a secret, but she should intelligently discuss that with her husband, and with both of them agreeing to do that. Now, this could pose a problem if one agrees and one doesn't agree.
Yeah.
It's a tough question to be answered. As a parent, the parent definitely is protective of their children, and one thinks this is a good thing and the other one doesn't think, and it's a tough question to give an answer.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I mean,
I actually definitely don't want to put myself in any position to advise somebody with the children what they should do and what they shouldn't do. If it was my own child, that's a decision I would make differently.
Right.
But I'd really like to go along with the professionals.
Yeah, I would defer too, but my gut tells me with something as I mean, there could be some real issues if they don't agree and you do something like that, considering what has been going on. There's kind of like a war going on between two groups of people, and these two obviously aren't on the same page. And I don't think I think it would be a bad idea to do that without being in agreement, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But I really like to listen to the professional, like the doctors and so forth. Nobody's got any information on that, what the effect is toward a child's inoculation. They don't have any information. So I don't know how you're going to handle that. But I don't know. I really cannot be directing anybody towards a child become inoculated. Because that's a powerful item, you know.
It is. You're right, Dad. It is a powerful item. All right.
It really is. It's a heavy-duty medication.
Dean writes, Dear Meathead, have you ever been to a demolition derby?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes. Mount Clemens.
Okay, so you're watching the cars smash each other up.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's great fun. That's
it really is, but I was worried about somebody getting hurt.
Oh, no, those cars don't get up that much speed. Plus, they're in the mud. They hardly get any traction.
Well, I don't know. Just picture getting in a crash while you're driving.
I was in one of those back in the day when I was working in radio. I actually was in a demolition derby. And
Were you driving?
Yeah, I was actually driving. And they said, what you do is, oh, yeah, you got to try to take out the radiator. You always got to try to get obviously, if it's right in the front of the car, you got to try to get damage on that radiator. It's the quickest way.
How is it that I never knew about that?
Yeah, well, over here on the west side of the state, I've done all sorts of crazy things.
Oh my God! Wow, give my $100 back.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Nathan writes, who was your best friend growing up, Dad? And do you have any crazy stories about him?
Oh boy. You know, that's been so long ago. I don't remember when I was a younger person.
What about vegan?
You said vegan?
Yeah. Wasn't his name Vegan?
All right. My greatest thing really was how in the hell did I get a hold of a vehicle that at age like 15, we took that. It's a 3-wheeled vehicle, like a pickup truck, 3 wheels.
Yeah.
2 in the back, 1 in the front. And we rode that thing in the hills. How I got that, I don't know.
So you probably stole it.
I have no clue. And when I was done with it, I left it right there.
Yes.
And when by the next day it was still there, we played around with it again.
Oh yeah, that was a different time. Nobody would dream of stealing something like that.
We were in the hills.
Yeah. Nowadays, kids, all they do is look at porno online and play video games.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
I don't know. I can't believe how we got that car.
Right.
Who it belonged to or what, I don't remember anything. But
Yep.
we rode the hell out of that.
Man.
And that was a lot of fun.
That is excellent. Dad, okay, we are days away from when we will be together. It's going to be spectacular. I can't wait to see you and Joanne and the gang. So I'm going to leave it right there. And, yeah, as always, it's been great.
I'm going to make a comment to your personality. You are so excitable person doing what you're doing.
Yeah?
I mean, you are, I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you, Dad. I appreciate that.
I am really proud of you because you do a doggone good job. And you're excitable.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyper. Yeah, I think that's...
That's cool. That really is cool.
He means you're exciting.
No, I appreciate that. That's a great compliment. I'll take that all day.
So, I can hang around you with no problem. Some other individuals, I teeter-totter over it.
So what you're saying is I'm your favorite son.
I wouldn't say that. No. I love you both dearly, the same equal
don't do that.
But I have different communication with you than I do with your brother.
I know. Well, technically you have 5 sons.
Well,
You don't have any communication with the other.
I know it, but I
don't have the strength of.
I know. I mean,
the language that your brother poses to me in communicating with me.
Well, whatever.
But he is a very astute type of a thing, which I can take it or leave it.
He means so well, and he loves you dearly. So just
I have no questions about that.
embrace his strengths and know that he loves you and everybody loves you.
Oh, I got 2 great children.
You got 3.
3.
5.
No, you got 5 technically.
No, it's 5 now.
Yeah, you've always had 5. You actually.
Hey, who's counting?
Oh my God. Okay, and real quick. I know this has been a hot topic. The question I have for you is, how old are you?
Oh shit, I forgot that. I'm 87.
Yes. Thank God. Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Enjoy the day. Say hi. If you see the Egyptian, tell him I said hi.
I shall do that.
Okay.
I'll tell him what my son said that I can do that.
Okay. All right, Dad.
All
I love
right.
you. Okay. See ya.
And, under normal circumstances, I'll see you in my driveway.
All right. Just a couple of days away.
Okay.
Okay. See ya.
Love you and love your audience.
Okay. Love you. Love you both. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, my God. Yeah, he always struggles with the kids, with his children. I have 1 son. I have 2 sons. And the fact that he said, "Oh shit, I forgot." Patriot Nick says, "Don't think I've ever heard him cuss." Oh my God. So, yeah, me and Jim with my mother, Norman with his first marriage, with his second marriage to my mother, he adopted my mother's kids from her first husband. 5. They are, well, it's so weird. Talk about a murky scenario. I always had to be very, very careful because my 2 oldest brothers, technically my half-brothers, not technically my half-brothers because my father adopted them. By blood, they're half-brother. By legality, they're my brothers. Regular Mike and Push-Up Paul. Man, my dad used to be a hothead. He was not a nice man. And He used to beat the shit out of these two. You would never believe it. This is what happens. Even the crazy fuckers get sweet when they get old. My dad was not nice to my brothers. And, regular Mike eventually came around. And Paul kind of, but he doesn't really talk to him. This is why you don't beat children. Do not beat children. There can be no beating of children. If those had been his only kids, this would have been terrible, because there would come a point in time that he would need his asshole wiped and or put in a home. And if you beat the shit out of your kids, they're going to put you in a home. Do not do bad things to your kids, like play Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion in a fucking limousine. I'm not suggesting that a bad thing will happen. And I just hope that they forget those moments, Megan, that you subjected them to carelessly. Oh, my God. I can't believe you did that. Charity Scam Mike is a different person, Trevor. That is my stepsister's husband. Jason says a family tree is a absolute tangled bush. This is what I'd like to do. Some of you are master artists, but you don't need to be a master artist here. Just draw this out on a piece of paper. Draw out what you think my family tree / tangled bush looks like. Okay? And then let me know. Scan it and send it to me. Somehow get it to me. Based on the information that I have presented to you over time, let me know what you think the family tree looks like. I'm not going to say anything else about it, just based on the context of this show, talking about various people. All right. Thank you to Dad. Bennett Flooring Installation. Oh, first of all, let me first point out that, of course, that segment is brought to you by JM Synthetics, online at jmsynthetics.com. Go to jmsynthetics.com. Check out what you want to buy. You can call or text Jason Mays or leave him an email and tell him what you want. He will take care of everything else for you. Okay? You can buy it from the site, but it helps Jason more when you do it the first way that I suggested. And his number is 616-747-0233. There's also a contact at jmsynthetics.com. Amsoil Products. Thank you, Jason. Bennett Flooring Installation. Rip out the old stuff. Go buy the new stuff on your own. And then have Bennett Flooring Installation install the new stuff. It's done perfectly. You've saved money. You've supported a sponsor. My gosh, everybody's happy. 616-318-0167. Call or text if you are in the West Michigan area. They will travel to you, measure, and then go home, do some math, send you an email. This is how much it's going to cost for me to install your awesome-looking flooring. Could be carpet, could be hardwood, could be vinyl, could be laminate, could be vinyl planks, whatever it is. Hope I'm getting all that right. BennettFlooringInstallation.com, 616, call or text 616-318-0167. I can't stress enough how important it is to consider reaching out to Frank the Tank Fuss from My Policy Shop Insurance. He's built a website for listeners of this show, and it is buyinsurancehere.com. And there's all the things. You fill out your name, your address, your phone number, what type of insurance you're interested in, and then he goes to work, man. And this costs you nothing. Okay, so whether you are getting insurance in the marketplace, you're getting ready to turn 65 years old, and Medicare is in your future in the next 6 months, you or a loved one. Workplace insurance, you have questions about that through your employer. You don't know what the hell to do. This guy, talk about something weird to be really excited about. I could understand being excited about your fantasy football team or your bowling league or the trip you're going to take or, a hobby that you have. This dork is energized by talking insurance. Oh, God. The worst. It's what he loves, though. So call upon him. You're helping the show when you call upon any of the sponsors. Buyinsurancehere.com. That's buyinsurancehere.com. I got one more sponsor I want to talk about, but I remember I just... Bobby left a comment. Bobby is the nice lady who sent the vaccination question to my dad. I guess her and Mr. Bobby are not on the same page. About getting the kids vaccinated. She writes, honestly, he's probably, or I think she means right, he'll probably just go with whatever I say. No clue what we're going to do. Neither of us are vaccinated either. You should do that. You don't want to win a Herman Cain Award, do you? Have you been following that? Oh, my God. And it's not, to me, it's not even, no one on that site is saying, hey, look at this. Aha, you're dead. It's nothing like that. It's simply a catch-all for people in the world who have been aggressive about don't get vaccinated. It's all fake. The whole thing's a hoax. Trump won. January 6th was a great day. QAnon is amazing. And all that crazy shit. And they people have curated their posts about all of these things, and it's all kind of in one big ball of crazy. And then the slideshow ends with a loved one writing on their page, Johnny's in intensive care. He's getting 100% oxygen. He's intubated. He's not. The next thing, he died. And that says, congratulations, you won the Herman Cain Award. It is fucking crazy. You don't want to win the Herman Cain Award. Everybody will be sad if you win a Herman Cain Award. Don't win the Herman Cain Award. All right. My friends at fullhousecomedy.com, which is basically Big Dick Donnie Veltman, his lovely wife, and handsome young man's son who's great at football. That kid's going places, man. You might be hearing about Big Dick Donnie's kid just killing it in football. Fast as hell. White guy, too. Deceptive speed. Craig Shoemaker tonight, Spectrum Lanes. I think I want to go to that show. I'm not 100% sure. I might be there. Michelle McCormick is supposed to go. It'd be getting the band back together. She's pals with Craig Shoemaker. I had Craig on earlier this week. This is the guy who, do you remember the Magic Johnson talk show that sucked shit in the late 90s? They called it the Magic Hours. Just a handful of episodes. It was terrible. And, Sheila E. would open up. She's the band leader. It's the Magic Hour, yeah. And Magic comes out. He goes, hey, Sheila E., you know who else is here? Craig Shoemaker. And Shoemaker would then say some jokes because Magic's not funny. And Magic would go, oh, Craig. And then that was Shoemaker's job. That was Craig. He's tonight at Spectrum Lanes. He's been in comedy since 1980. He's done everything. Very talented man. Tomorrow, wait a minute. No, I'm screwing this up. Today, he's at the Listening Room in downtown Grand Rapids. Tomorrow, he's at Spectrum Lanes. And then on Friday, he's at Billy's Lounge. Saturday, he's at Back Alley Comedy Club in Muskegon. FullHouseComedy.com. All right. The hell am I? Oh, my God. Check this out. So, we touched on it last week, and it's kind of a weird scenario that nobody really wants to get into this, but it's 1,000,000% true. The whole thing about a young, attractive, blonde woman goes missing, found dead. The whole country mobilizes. We must find her. Why is that? The argument can be made that this only becomes a news story. And rich, by the way, rich, young, attractive woman, white, goes missing, and everybody goes bonkers. People go missing every single day. You never see fat, ugly, black lady goes missing, and hey, we gotta find her. You know, because she's fat, ugly, and black. And that's what the media doesn't like. Call it what it is. But this is fucking racist as shit. And anybody who doesn't believe that is a fucking moron. Okay, so now what? She, by the way, they have ruled that as a homicide, and the fucking idiot who did it is missing, probably dead somewhere. And so that's how that's going to end. And they're like, hey, they open up the CBS Evening News. They open up the Today Show, news about Gabby. And I get it. I mean, that's horrible, but they're only talking about it because of what I just said. There is no way around this. To me, the only thing to talk about at this point is this disparity. That's the news story here. Okay. Because there's nothing more intriguing about this story than there is about the thousands of people that go missing all the fucking time. So today, after discussing this yesterday, CBS News is trying to fix it. And that, to me, is even worse. If you're going to try to look like you're not a bunch of racist pieces of shit who is only glomming onto this story because of what I said, you can't. The day that it's ruled that it was a homicide and we're going to find, they're looking for this guy and everybody's going, you can't post right away a picture about a missing black guy. And also, if you are going to do that, which is a mistake, it can't be a black guy who's been missing since June. Yet they've done it. I mean, if you're going to be, okay, this is what you do at CBS. Like, okay, all right, we're all racist here. We got to kind of back away from this firestorm, let the dust settle, and then keep an eye out for some blacks who go missing. And as soon as we get some missing blacks, weeks or months from now, we pepper in the black. Black guy here missing in this part of the world. Black girl here in this part of the world. Act concerned. Open up the news with it. And then we'll kind of merge into traffic here. And then no one will be the wiser. All right? You can't, while we're looking for white chick, suddenly go, there's a black guy missing and he's been gone since June. You look like a fucking idiot. So whoever the fucking, what you do is you take the lump currently and just keep it low key. Trust me, I know how to do this. And then just slowly start throwing in some black. Black guy missing here. That's all you do. But no. They post this morning, CBS News. There you go. Arizona police seek public's help in the case of a 24-year-old man missing since June. Now, let me just give you a little bit of the background here. Daniel Robinson's been missing for 3 months. This is from CBS News. Now his family is hoping that the Gabby Petito case will bring renewed interest in their son's unsolved disappearance. What a horrible comment that is. Now, the family is looking for the black kid since everybody cares about the white woman. They're hoping that they might be interested, even though no one's given a shit about this guy missing for the past 3 months. You know, because he's a black man. Call it what it is. The 24-year-old geologist was last seen leaving a job site in the area of Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road in Buckeye, Arizona at 9:15 a.m. So he's young in his career in geology. He was reported missing that day, and authorities launched a search. This is the first time any of us have heard this because he's black, and no one gives a shit about a missing black man. Cops, along with outside agencies, covered more than 70 square miles using drones, cadaver dogs, and air support, including a drone and a helicopter, police said in a press release. On July 19th, a rancher found Robinson's Jeep on his property. Like a month later, they found the Jeep. Approximately 4 miles southwest of the job site where Robinson was last seen. So people were looking for him, cops and authorities and people like that. It's not like they were like, oh, he's black, we don't care. They were exploring that, but no one knows about this because this is not a sexy story. This is a black man. If it were a young white woman who was missing, it would be all over the place. This is undeniable. According to investigators, the Jeep seemed to have rolled over and landed on its side. The airbags were, I almost said air blacks. Jesus. The airbags were deployed, and initial evidence indicates Daniel was wearing a seatbelt at the time of the accident. This is a mystery. Robinson's cell phone, his wallet, and his keys were all found in the Jeep. Then, a week later, a human skull was located in the area south of where the Jeep had been recovered. But they tested it. It was not his skull. So while looking for the black guy, and they find a skull, we need to determine if this is a skull of a black guy or a cute white woman. If it is a white woman, we will then talk about it. No additional human remains. Are you telling me somebody was just driving along and threw someone's head out the window? Other remains, police said last week, other remains recovered during searches were determined to be animal bones. So they just found some skull. It has nothing to do with this. Robinson's father, David Robinson, not the basketball player, former basketball player, told CBS affiliates on Tuesday that although his son's case is different from that of Petito. Yeah, we know. Yeah, it's different, all right. It's in the we don't give a shit category because it's black dude. He is hopeful that the national attention given to Petito will renew interest in finding Robinson. All right, so CBS, I guess this is good for the betterment of that family. But, I mean, Jesus. Chris writes, the place is littered with skulls. We got all sorts of skulls over here. Don't worry about those guys. The comments on the tweet, and I brought this up when I saw a week and a half ago when they started talking about Gabby Petito. And it didn't take long before people were like, yeah, this fucking happens all the time. By the way, every time there's a post, it's always like, hey, I'm making money on Bitcoin. Many people are saying, what's the rush, MSM? The guy has only been missing since June. Oh, yeah. Must be because you were called out for focusing so much on the pretty blonde girl. Devastating. This person writes, why have they waited so long? This person writes, before they said the man just walked away from the car on his own, even though he left his wallet, keys, etc. There was no foul play. This is what generally happens when non-white people disappear. Oh, my God. Bitcoin is off the rails. This person writes, was he a travel blogger? Don't think so. Hope these stories satisfy your racist soul. At Joy Ann Reed, who was the author of it from CBS. Yeah, I'm sure this story will be continuously carried on every news outlet until this dude is found. This one says, ask me about Bitcoin. Yeah, terrible. We either have to report about all of them or just stop reporting. The only reason why they're reporting about it is because they've managed to reel the public in to the Petito case. But it is a real red flag to me that this occurs. Patriot Nick writes, it is good, but they should have been on top of both stories. It's bullshit that the media picks what it's being put out to us. That's far too much power, if you ask me. Yeah, you're lucky as shit if they do post this. I mean, how would you like to be right now, as we speak? As we speak, I can promise you. There are moms and dads, a mom and dad sitting at a table, smoking a cigarette, drinking coffee and vodka, looking at a fucking phone, and their case is no different than Gabby Petito. And they're just going to sit there and hope that there's no scrutiny. There's no getting the word out. And that's fucking terrible. Here Be Rabbit says it's so gross, all these streams people are doing about the Gabby ordeal. Chats filled with a few hundred stay-at-home wives with their defective calves on, giving out $100 super chats. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds good. All right. No masks at this restaurant in Texas. I love this story, and I love this guy. The dude owns the restaurant, okay? And he is fed up with people going into the restaurant wearing masks. I'm hoping this works. I've got the news story here, and I'll do the old share screen. I need to do this ahead of time. I'm so sorry. Such an unprepared idiot. Okay. A couple walks in. They're wearing masks. Waitress goes, you got to get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Yeah, you can't be in here with masks. Check this out.
First at 10, no masks allowed. It's a policy at a restaurant in Rowlett that led to one family being asked to leave. Our Nicole Nielsen spoke to them and the owner about exactly what happened.
It was last week when Natalie Wester and her husband went to Hang Time, a bar and restaurant in Rowlett, with a few friends. Something they say as new parents they don't do often.
So if you've ever been new parents and whatnot, having those...
This guy, I have a real problem with person who has that big of a beard with mask. Is there anything worse than guy who wears mask over that gigantic of a fucking beard? It's a hideous look. Well, first of all, a beard like that is disgusting. I'm sorry. Beards are gross. I fucking hate beards. It made to look so much worse with that stupid mask on. Person wearing a mask with a beard makes me want to be an anti-masker. It's so horrible to look at.
A couple of hours out, like once a month or so, is so important for your mental health.
They're fully vaccinated, but say they choose to mask up when out to protect their immune-compromised 4-month-old. But once inside...
Our waitress came over, sat down next to me and said, so our manager sent us over because I am nicer than he is. And yes, this is very political, but you need to take your mask off. No masks allowed. It's a policy you don't hear often during the pandemic, but the owner says he considers it part of the dress code.
I spent my money on this business.
Look at this dude. This is the dude.
I'll put my blood, sweat, and tears in this business. And I don't want any masks in here.
He says it's a private business and he has every right to refuse service to those who want to wear them.
Did you see the serious tone to that guy? I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this business. I don't want any masks in here. Fucking A, man. I give that dude credit. He is just telling it like it is. He is not afraid to speak his mind. Fuck you and your mask is what he is saying. And you know me. I don't agree with that at all. But it's his restaurant, and there's a lot of good that's going to come his way here. You might think that this is going to break badly for him. No way. He probably does believe in masks. He probably loves masks. He probably, when he's not at the restaurant, is always wearing a mask. Hang on a second. Daisy, quit it. Licking her paws. But he knows with the amount of hillbillies in North Texas, all he has to do is make a big deal like he's an anti-masker, and he is going to make billions of dollars when these shit kickers come in there and say, hey, man, this is my kind of place. You say no to masks and say I can't even have a mask. You fuck those people. Hell yeah, let's get in here and drive the truck. It says the fuck Biden flag on the back. Motherfucking I love this place.
Or mask.
I feel the overall reaction with the mask is ridiculous.
He doesn't believe
in the
that.
United States right now.
He doesn't even believe
There's no sign. Instead, the hostess tells everyone who wears one they must take them off at the door.
So when they put their mask on the other night, they were reminded that they were asked at the front to take it off, and they didn't want to, so we asked them to leave.
He says he was unaware of her immune-compromised son, but that it's a rule they will continue to enforce. Now, we asked a constitutional attorney about the legality of all this, and he says it's a sticky situation. A business has every right, subject to the law. A rule can't violate a specific person's health needs as specified under the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Yeah,
in Rowlett, Nicole Nielsen, CBS 11 News.
I see dollar signs here. Yeah, you gotta really make a big deal that you that you can't wear masks. You got to put a big ass sign that says "fuck masks" on top of the restaurant. No masks allowed in this restaurant. It looks like a pretty nice joint too. The baby was not there. The baby has cystic fibrosis. Stayed home. Mom and dad wanted to go out. They didn't want the kid to get sick. Well, they didn't want to risk the kid getting sick, so they wore the mask, but they went into the wrong place. I think the owner should put a sign up front that says, "Hey, no masks allowed." I don't have a problem with this guy doing any of this. I don't think he's there right now. They're closed. They open up at 11 a.m. Maybe during the Patreon, I can get this guy on. Again, I don't have a problem with any of this shit. I really don't. If you don't want to wear, if you don't want to, if you run your business the way you want to run your business. And if I was the owner, I wouldn't have made that woman do that. That's kind of a gutless thing to do. He seemed like kind of a hard ass. I would have walked up and said, "You, first of all, you look like shit. You've got this beautiful wife. You look like an asshole with that fucking beard, and it's made 10 times worse with that stupid mask on. So you look like shit, and I would kick you out just because of that stupid beard. I'm not a nice guy, and nobody is allowed in here with a mask on, especially a dickhead who's wearing a mask over a beard like that. So I've got three problems with you. A, you got that beard. B, you can pull that attractive of a spouse despite that stupid beard. I hate that part of you. And C, you're wearing four things. C, you're wearing a mask over the beard. Looks like shit. You look like a fucking idiot. And D, you're just wearing a mask. Get the fuck out of my restaurant. You can't have any of the food, and don't come back. And that's the end of it. If you're going to go, you got to go big. Okay? No wimping around at it, making the lady. Don't make the lady come walking up and say, "Yeah, I'm nicer than my boss." No. Look, I say you should, if they say I think you should wear masks, if the rules call for it. If I go into a place that says mask required, I'll wear the mask. If I don't have to, I'm not going to wear it. But if I'm wearing it and someone comes out to me and says, fuck you, get out. Why? Because you're wearing a mask. I'm just going to leave. No big deal. This is where we're at here. We have come too far. There is no convincing anyone. I've tried. What's dude's name again? Yeah, I was a little. I wasn't impressed with him making the chick do it. He's got to own that stuff. There's no way this works. He's not going to be there. Excuse me.
And there is not enough space to leave a message.
Oh, you know what's going on.
Send a message to another subscriber.
All right. So what's happened there is people are probably losing their shit about this. Let's see. Look at the Google review. Hey, man, I'm going to leave a review. No, the most recent review is 2 weeks ago. And if you're a dude like this, you are in one of the hotbeds of boneheaded, cement-brained, patriot point of view, okay? So all he has to do is be on the news with the story, and he's all over the place. He's on Dallas Morning News, Washington Post, CBS 11 and 21 in Dallas, Fort Worth. So all those patriots are going to flock, just like that crazy bitch, a Polish bitch in Holland who was defying the governor's order here in Michigan, and all those fucking knuckle draggers were out in front of her joint waving their "Don't Tread on Me" flags. This is what's going to happen. This guy is going to be rolling in cash. It's a great maneuver on his part, and one less bearded, masked asshole to deal with. Everybody should wear their masks. Now, if that isn't a conflict, I don't know what is. You don't know how to figure me out. What is Rick saying? Did the wind start to blow the other way? I don't like to deal in nonsense mystery talk, so it's about time you made an appearance on the show, you asshole. See how much he gets wrong here.
Here we go. Hey, you look so amazing in that sundress.
Oh, that's a terrible thing that's a terrible way to start. How are you? Hey, Rick.
Call me back?
Rick, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Not bad. First of all, soon we must plan our next paintball event.
I know. I keep glancing at the calendar, and I got to settle on a date.
I see you left a comment, and give me clarification on the comment. Did the wind start to blow the other way?
Oh, you know what it means. Don't be coy with me.
Are you suggesting that I've become a anti-masker?
I'm not suggesting that entirely. I'm saying simply that you're endorsing a business that has an anti-mask policy, and that goes against some of your previous opinions.
Negative. I have said it's up to the business.
Well, you have.
You can't
You've absolutely said that.
No. All right.
You've also talked out of the other side of your mouth about how anybody believes that is stupid. Am I wrong?
Well, anybody who doesn't, if they think that masks don't help, yes, they've been misguided. They've gotten misinformation. They talk to Dirk too much. They talk to you too much. So thus they're dumb. Okay. So yes, I agree with that. They are dummies, or maybe not dummies, but absolutely misinformed. So there's that. Then when it comes to, like, if you had a sign outside of your business that says you can't come in unless you don't have a mask on, I'd respect that. That's not my business. I can't make that decision.
Right, but then you turn around and go to your car and you talk trash about that individual because of how stupid they are.
Well, you can. That's not against. Why is that illegal? You can say whatever you want.
No, that's not against the law. I'm just talking about your opinion. We're not talking about the law here. That business owner should be able to do whatever the hell he wants.
Of course,
because it's his business.
Yes. It's the same thing.
He's been in this business for years.
Yeah, it's the same thing as when they say no cakes for gay people. I get it. That's how it is. But if they want to be ignorant and cause people to die, which they do, well, then, that's basically where I stand. So no, the wind is not starting to blow another way, moron.
Here we go. Hey, Freebeer just called me and said something about you calling people names when you get desperate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Right. That's how it is. Okay. Now, did you just recently compete in another paintball event?
I did, yes. Yeah, we were in Chicago for the third event of our 4-event season.
Tell me it went well.
It went exactly the same as the previous 2 events, man. We can't get over the hump. So in prelims, you get 4 matches against 4 opponents, obviously. And at the conclusion of those 4 matches, if you win enough of your matches, then you can move on to finals. And we won 2 and lost 2. Exactly the same record as we had in the event number 2, and exactly the same record we had in event number 1. We're on the bubble. We're a few steps away from making finals, but we just can't get there. We're actually moving up in the rankings by not making finals, which is weird. We're sitting at number 10 in the semi-pro division for the season, but we can't get over the hump and make Sunday, man. It's really frustrating.
Is there a moment when you're like that you have to like get in somebody's face about their gameplay? Like, hey, you really stink. Let's get after it. Do you have to like try to like motivate like that?
Absolutely. Well, I'm a big believer that different people need different things. When I first started playing paintball and had a team and we're playing some local events, I had 2 distinct different teammates that played with me. One of them, you had to tell him how awesome he was before every game. And the other one, you had to tell him how shitty he was before every game. And that's how you got the best out of both of them. So, I mean, there's a whole level of personality management,
Okay. Gotcha. Wow. I know it's such an involved thing, man. And you guys spend all that time and money. I give you credit. I really do.
I appreciate that. I've been chasing the dream for, over 2 decades now. And it's like in the middle or in the midst of training these players and trying to make us all better. I've had a lot of players leave my team and go to pro teams, and the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So they come back. So we've got a lot of my pro players back now. We feel like we have one of the strongest rosters we've ever had, but I mean, we're also playing in one of the toughest divisions in the world. So it's, you can't make any mistakes at that level. And if you do make mistakes, it costs you.
So, have you heard have you listened to Big 101.3 yet? Have you heard that story?
I haven't. I've been following a little bit as far as, your prank that you pulled. And I was convinced that it wasn't you, but I hadn't listened to it myself, but it sounded like it was pretty obvious.
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of people that fell for that. But still, yeah. So if you want to hear the Archie's Sugar, and shit like that, the Beach Boys, it's on Big 101.3.
I will give you credit for this. I like to give you a hard time. I like to tell you when I think you're wrong. But I will give you credit for you are very good at turning nothing into content. And I'm not saying your content is nothing. Obviously, there's a lot of homespun stories that can get a little campy, but you do a good job of making it an anecdote, making it interesting to listen to, and my hat is off for that.
Oh, that's spectacular! Day made. That is a great comment. All right, well, you are the best. TCPaintballGR.com. Today is Little League Day again. Yes.
Yes, it is. It starts at 5:00. Any kids that are out there, or any parents rather that have kids that are out there that just aren't into traditional sports, this is a great option for them. It gets their blood pumping. It gets them working together. It gets them some social interaction. It gets them all those things that we appreciate about sports. And it's funny because I'm obviously promoting that, and I'm also coaching my son's 3rd and 4th grade football team. So I have kind of my hand on the traditional sport thing and then the non-traditional sport. So it's, I kind of see it from both ways, but I see the same things that kids benefit from on the football team that they benefit from playing paintball and kind of climbing that ladder of just figuring out how to shoot the gun accurately and then moving their way all the way up to becoming a tournament player and anywhere in between. So it is awesome. If you got anybody out there that, needs to get a little bit more interaction or sports or exercise in their life, it's a really good way to do it. You don't have to sign up for multiple weeks. You can show up 1 week and check it out. You're not committed to a full season or anything like that. Come as you can, and I guarantee the kids will have fun.
I love it. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you very soon. The show's moving over to Twitch. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'll figure that out eventually.
Oh,
as soon
it's
as
easy.
I can't find you, I guess I'll start looking.
It's easy. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do.
Very good.
Okay. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
See you, bye. Is the wind starting to blow another direction? Idiot. Rick always gets accused of being on coke. He's high energy. I love it. I never get tired of it. He always listens back. He goes, "Oh God, I hate the way I sound." I said, "What are you talking about? You're skilled." Apparently, a new customer, a new EZ friend, came into Irvine. So a person who listens to the show went in there. So that's awesome. It's great to hear. Music to my ears. Okay. I talked about like nothing that I was going to talk about, that I was planning on. I need to talk about what's going on at the border. Did you see the picture of the dude on the horse? Okay, I need to break that down. There is a breakdown coming of that. I can't really break down the Conor McGregor and the IHOP brawl because that's something I want you to be able to see as well. So I'm going to save Conor McGregor, his first pitch, and the IHOP brawl until tomorrow. I've exhausted my time. I have a 10:30 start time Eastern for Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia. So we're going to conclude with the asshole of the day in just a moment. Horizon Hydroponics invites you to reach out to them via their website. That's one way, HORIZEN, hydroponics.com. Right there. And buy everything you need for a bountiful, healthy harvest. People are back to growing indoors already. Fertilizers, different soil mediums. Maybe you're growing hydroponically without soil, whatever you're growing. They have everything you need at Horizon Hydroponics and the knowledge base to go along with it. You can call their phone number, which is right on their website. Hey, what does this do? I'm thinking about buying it. Okay, great. Click. Order. Coupon code Zane Show at checkout. You can either drive to pick it up, save you the shipping, or if you're out of the area where they are, they'll mail it to you for free if your order is over $250. HorizonHydroponics.com. Call or text Dumpster Divers to get a dumpster. 616-375-9962. 616-375-9962. It's hard to believe, but they have better dumpsters. You think, well, it's a fucking dumpster. Okay. First of all, they're all brand new. Second of all, they got this big, giant swinging door. Now, some dumpsters do have that, but all of their dumpsters, first of all, are more compact. Taller walls. They fit nicely in a driveway. They don't occupy all that stupid space. And they hold as much as those big, long, ugly ones. And what they price it as, the price point is lower than any other dumpster company. Any other dumpster company screws you because they charge you more for what the dump charges for a weight limit. You can never reach that weight limit with what you doesn't matter what you throw in a dumpster. You could fill it full of fucking shingles. You're not going to hit the weight limit. You're paying for something you don't need. If you happen to go over, you'll be charged on a prorated basis, but for the most part, you're going to pay less. 616-375-9962. Affordable Limousine is hiring. If you are an experienced driver in West Michigan with a CDLB with passenger endorsement, you need to go to buscareers.com. You're dressed up nice. You've got a wonderful group of people, maybe a corporate transportation thing, maybe an athletic team, school, whatever, in a great time to do it, 2 to 6 p.m. as opposed to 5 a.m. to whenever, and then you got to pick the idiot kids up later in the day. Screw that shit. You're a bus driver, toiling around, you hate your life, come drive for Affordable Limousine today. Buscareers.com. Fill out the form. You're good to go. Last but not least, Joe Martinez says it's time to get your furnace tuned up. 616-516-8579 for A&E Heating and Cooling. 616-516-8579. Scheduled today. $79 is what it cost you. Third day in a row, I don't have anything to wipe my dry erase board with. This is getting embarrassing. I'm using the sleeve of my jacket. The asshole of the day is brought to you by TC Paintball with today's Little League and JM Synthetics. Nothing but love. In fact, I have to draw and color in the sweet little heart. The heart is black colored, but it is still a heart. Megan is the asshole of the day. Congratulations. You join a handful of other listeners who have been asshole of the day. Stevie's been the asshole of the day. I think Sarah might have been. Kenny, Dirk, Nick, Rainbow Flag Jeremy, Jason Schaefer, Andrea. I forget who else. Have all been asshole today. Megan, because of her horrible behavior yesterday. My God. Well done. Well done. All right. Thanks again, folks. I appreciate you being part of the podcast. Write me a review on Apple Podcasts. Download the show. Subscribe to the audio podcast. That also helps. Thank you so much. That's the show for today. Have a good one, folks. Talk to you on the Patreon. Bye-bye.